What happens when thousands of devices start streaming data at the same time? What happens when the data is messy, unpredictable, and constantly flowing in? And what happens when your business can't wait for insights? Not until tomorrow, not until the next hour, and maybe not even until the end of this sentence. That's the reality of IoT and streaming data. And for years, the answers looked the same. Stand up Kafka, stitch together pipelines, and wire up services, and then hope it all holds together when the traffic spikes. Not anymore. Hey, I'm Frank, tech marketing at Databricks, and today I'm going to show you a scenario where we ingested and processed thousands of concurrent IoT events streaming in from devices all over the world in real time. And to show you this at scale, I didn't simulate it, but I deployed it internally at Databricks, and colleagues from across the globe created IoT events with sensors from their own mobile phones. The application is built with Zerobus for ingestion, Lakebase for low latency serving, and Databricks apps for the front end and the back end. No Kafka, no duct tape, and no sleepless nights. In fact, everything you've been seeing on this map since I started talking is the application. It's been running the entire time. And now let me show you how this works. This is how it looks like. This is the backend. It's served as a Databricks app. You scan a QR code, it takes you to this mobile application, but you can also get to this dashboard, which is like visualizing then the data. Once you are on the app with your mobile phone, you allow it to access the sensor data, and then it's continuously collecting that sensor data and sending it to Zerobus. And you see there's like pitch data, roll data, acceleration, and every single event is, of course, recorded. It's counting on the mobile application. You can define the frequency. Do you want to send 1 per second or every 10 seconds an event? So it keeps track of the data rate and the number of events that it has sent to Zerobus. So it's a pretty cool backend. It's running all over the world. So that's the architecture. The mobile application is sending this to this front end, which is using Fast API, which is then sending it to Zerobus. And then in a second, I can show you that Zerobus view, which is visualizing the Zerobus data. The cool thing about this architecture, there is no Kinesis, there's no Kafka in place here. So we don't need to configure a cluster and set up Kafka and define, topics and replication. Instead, what we have here is we have this extra Lakebase, which is giving us fast access to those traces. And if you look at the top right, that took us like 12 milliseconds. And that's a trace I did the other week in my lunch break. So I went out, I made an appointment for my hairdresser. And then I bought a sandwich. And here I was trying to measure the speed and see if the speed measurements make any sense. It's 4.5 meters per second. So that's not really fast, but I was carrying my lunch and then I was slowing down. I walked back here. Every purple dot here is an IoT event that is like generated on the phone and then sent to Zerobus. And you can guess that's Manhattan. Thank you, Nick, for recording that. That's Brazil. All of these, clients sending data at the same time. This is a beautiful trace. Look at the IoT events. Aren't they fantastic? It's actually someone moving in a really, really fast pace. If you look at this, 17.5 meters per second. So he's either a world-class runner or he has like a good motorbike or a decent car. Same thing in Singapore. All these clients sending data at the same time. Again, that's like 2 milliseconds. It's like single-digit milliseconds very often. Can you guess which city that is? A lot of high buildings, so the GPS coordinates aren't that great. Let me help you. If I zoom here, that's a cruise ship. That's actually Circular Quay, and if you look here, that's the Opera House. So this is Sydney. So we got experts for Zerobus and Lakebase all over the world, and they can help you with these implementations. And this is this 3-level namespace, a simple table. Remember, we don't have to configure Kinesis or Kafka. Just define a table, define the columns of this table, And then here, everyone can access this table. That's for read. To write, we need a service principal. I define that service principal here with the CLI. Sometimes I actually do it just with a UI. And then that's the magic piece here where we say grant modify. So to write to that table, you have to be in the role of this service principal, which is the client for Zerobus. So the client which is running on that mobile application is using that service principal to write to that table. And this is how the magic happens, without Kafka, without a cluster, without topics. And looking into Zerobus, that's part of the backend application that is deployed. You see the data streaming in. So that's literally live data streaming in now from somewhere in the world. You can guess from latitude and longitude. You see also it's two different clients. One is pointing straight north with 0 heading, and the other one is having some heading, and apparently someone is moving. And that's all data streaming in right now. So it's live streaming data being persisted in this UC table. And remember, the trace is being served by Lakebase. Lakebase is the low latency, high throughput, high transaction rate OLTP database that is serving these traces. And now some people say, well, it kind of looks like a fitness application, but a fitness application would give us so much more. That's true. This is why I'm spinning up here a new Genie space. Genie lets you access, columnar table. And that's what I do right here. So I ask Genie, I say, look, give me a diagram. I want to see the speed over time. And that's the trace where I was running, running in quotation marks, running with 4.5 meters per second. And you see that peak. We've put this all together in a blog posting. If you face something similar like this, and remember, it doesn't have to be, plotting fitness events on a map. It could be security events. It could be log events. Like anything related to event ingestion with Zerobus and low latency serving with OLTP databases, we got you covered. These are the implementation details. You see the authors of the blog as well at the top. There's different options, how to replicate, how to get this real-time data into Lakebase. They're all described here. So if you're looking into some kind of these implementations, talk to our experts. You're super welcome. My name is Frank, and this is all I had for today. So thank you for joining, and let's talk to you soon. Bye-bye.